tee this one up. The Aztecs will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Line gets set, first down. Complete to start this drive.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Delivers to contact. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
To the ground, he's got it again. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Discards a man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wayne. On to attempt the trial. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
They want to run this quarterback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Aztecs want to move quickly. This quarterback part of their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
3rd and goal coming up here. He's looking to throw. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Snap in the shotgun. Feeling some heat. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
He breaks a tackle.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Flames headed quickly to the line. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half. Looking for room. It's Sutton.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The play-action fake. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Coming after him. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he intercepts it. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making that INT. What an athlete.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line. Might as well stick with him. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He'll keep it himself. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Line getting set on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, it's a big blown opportunity by the defense to just kill that drive right there. He had a chance to make that interception in the end zone, but he couldn't come up with it.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
He wants to go deep. He's got it down the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Looking to throw it again. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Liberty.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. With jet sweep pass. Into the house. Touchdown, Liberty. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Stanford went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Cardinal ever do that? Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. Trying to get to it. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This is why quarterbacks always take care of their offensive line. This is why they feed them in the offseason, invite them to the house, buy them gifts, take care of the big boys, because they take care of you, and those numbers start to pile up.
He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Mendoza. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They'll throw it on first down. He finds his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Waves. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Flames will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Aztecs in the hurry-up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Touchdown, Liberty! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
San Diego State, 0.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Bennett. Gets away from one. He's got space. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Going up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside, and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
And the Flames want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Flames! And the route is on.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
San Diego State offense will take over.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, going to the air. Getting some heat. And the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Liberty 35, San Diego State 7.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today.
And that pass intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. And the Aztecs are rolling down the field. Looking to move it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Up-tempo for the offense.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Liberty. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about looking for the end zone? And that one's way too far for everybody.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On third down, going up top. He's going to run it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Aztecs will hustle to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's got it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback keeps it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Wants to pass. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. He's looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looking to pass on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Flames. And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more.
And they get the sack right out of the gate. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Touchdown, Liberty! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. The give to the tailback. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
42 Spike.
Off the RPO, complete. And that is how we will wrap this.